So I've had this Nest here for a couple of days, and I have found it behaves peculiarly. I think it's the way it's designed. I think it's all okay. It's just different. So at the moment it's off, and it'll detect as I walk by, and it'll detect if I walk up to it, and it behaves a little differently each time. Right now it's set for target temperature mode. So if I was to walk up with it with the intention, I don't know how it knows the intention, but with the intention of changing it, it will start differently. If I wave my hand or move in front of it right now, it'll come on, and it just shows me what the setting is. I'll show you what it does in each one of the modes. Well, the weather mode's not quite the same, but each of the modes do it a little bit differently. But you'll see the difference when I show you the next segment. Let's go see if we can wake it up. I think it's going to say 70, which is what it's set at, and then it'll show the thermostat. Just like that. Changed it to the current temperature mode. We'll go wake it up. Current temperature should show the temperature that is in the house for a brief moment, and then it'll switch over to the thermostat setting. So let's go wake it up. 78, and then goes to the setting. I can make the change. I changed the setting to weather. This is actually the one I like the best, because it'll show me the outside temperature and the next 3 periods. Each period I think is 3 hours of what the weather's supposed to be like outside. So it's gone to sleep. Let's see what it looks like if I walk up to it. Yeah, so 72 degrees outside, and at these 3 different times it's going to be about that temperature, and this thing changes like you'd expect to different predictions, and that's pretty much what it is outside. So that's kind of the version of it I like the best. There are 2 other Farsight wake-up modes. I've changed it to the analog clock, which is kind of cool. I like analog clocks. Kind of keeps time a secret from the young people that don't know how to read them. So let's wake this one up, and then we get to see what the clock looks like. It tells me the day of the week and the date. Pretty cool. I don't hate that one. And if you have young people in your house and you want them to know what time it is, there's always this mode. And you can see that it's got the whole day of the week, the date and the month. So that's the 4th option. So in between each one of these, I've been making programming changes, but I've not really showed you how I made those programming changes, or maybe how much or how easy the programming is to do. So let's take a real quick look. I'll wake it up, goes to my favorite weather, push in a little bit on it, and it shows me where I'm at. If I push it again, I have these little options. Go down here to the settings, home away, assist mode is, what do I want it to do when I'm not here? I can turn the ring to select, press done. Some of those are a little hard for you to see. Let me see if I can make it a little better. I'm not sure that's helping. Eco mode. It's not really easy to see either. Let's drop that down. That's what the minimum and the maximum temperatures are for the different eco modes. Safety temp, don't go below 40 degrees. Fan schedule, maybe I want the fan to run from time to time. I don't. I'm gonna go back. Turn it again, net sense. That's different, behaviors, things that you want it to do, because it knows what's going on from the temperature outside and humidity outside. Sure there's a way. Yep, done, go back. Reminders, for changing the filter and stuff. This is the Farsight display. This is what I've been changing for these modes. Those are the ones that we saw. I can also tell it I don't want to use it. Just come on when I come to it, or wake it up when I touch it. Then the brightness. Oops. I can have auto, low. Oh, maybe low works better for this filming. Medium, high. Let's see how low works for some of this. I don't know if you can hear it, but it clicks as I turn. I can set it to, well, I guess I thought I could set it to that. Or maybe it's changing. Oh, it is. 77C or 25C. Oh, sorry, 77 Fahrenheit or 25C. Let's go back to Fahrenheit. I can set the date and the time. I can change the language. I think I'll stick with English. You can deal with the app, so set it up for that. See, it's already connected to our account. Set it up for our Wi-Fi, lock it so people can't get into it. This will tell me information about what I'm connected to. Other settings, other settings, other settings. Or I just go back to where I was. Anyhow, it's really easy to deal with. I can set it how I want. It's a lot simpler than what one would think this complicated thing could do. So, anyhow, that's how you set it.